I go onto my computer, I type in LeetCode, where I have to do the practice for learning primarily Python, and then I'm like, oh my god, I don't feel like doing this. This is just so exhausting. Just preparing for the interview. I want to build something where I get an idea, where I feel like there's the passion to actually create what we have developed in our mind, just make it come real. So all this time I would just have the practice of coding, and while I'm using the LeetCode to prepare for like interviews, especially the Python programming language, I would be so lazy in just not wanting to actually do it. Some of it is kind of tricky and tough, but we need to be patient with it, and actually if you understand it, we can solve it. But it just comes into my mind that why are we solving these questions, or why are we doing this just to prepare for an interview? And I always had that in mind when like friends and family and everyone just told me to do this, but I felt like when I had in mind at that moment, like I want to create something, then at that moment I would just instantly write it down or ask AI to like further brainstorm and outline a plan of how to create it. I would do that, and I realized like acting on that passion for the coding, creating and developing, that is such a better skill than just preparing directly for an interview. And I believe that when you have that passion for not just like coding, but whatever work that you're doing, and you're actually curious about how to solve it, how to create a solution for a particular problem, then your mind will be more open-ended and find the particular solutions in ways that you never imagined, because you're going through that path where there's so many possibilities, and your passion just comes out, and you realize it's possible. When you really love it, when you really want it, then it's truly possible. And I realized that when you are really passionate about it, like I'm passionate about coding, so I love making small projects and doing certain tasks. But when it comes to the LeetCode, I just can't relate to that much, because already when I go to that, I just have that mindset that yeah, it is kind of a bit tricky, but it's like we're solving those questions just for an interview, but whereas we're just solving it for the interview to get a job, but you can just ultimately improve the coding skill, building apps, websites, and overall the skill of like continuous learning, not to just reach an endpoint, which I feel like LeetCode, in my case, for me, it was like we're trying to reach an endpoint just to clear the interviews, improving the coding, those type of questions for the interview. We're improving those questions. Like if you have done it before, you would know that it's just like there's lots of questions to prepare for interviews. And I feel like that's not the right way we should think about it, because when we're a developer or a software engineer or something like that, you really have to be open-minded, and you have to have that mindset of like planning the projects and having the idea of just whatever the goal or end point that you have in mind and that you can visualize. You should be able to take it step by step and try to achieve that. So I realized that we need the passion for that, not just solving these interview questions and clearing and getting the job. And I realized it's really, if you have the love for what you're doing, the passion, all that, it to really make your work so much more better, because you're not trying to achieve something, you're just aligning everything of who you are to do what you need to take it step by step and continuously learn and become better. And I believe that's what we do overall, not just in the work but also in life.